This video is about adapting lenses to the Fujifilm x-h1. This is video 3 of a 4-part series where I'm testing out how well the lens, the adapter, and the camera body communicate with one another in a non-scientific way for the purposes of learning and to consider whether adapting lenses to the Fujifilm x-h1 is something I want to do for future projects. If you are using a Fujifilm camera, this video applies to you. There may be some differences in performance and quality when using a newer or older Fuji camera, so keep that in mind. For today's test, we will be out in the world. So I'm out here in Milwaukee to see how the lens, the camera, and the adapter work in a dynamic setting such as this one. So what we want to look out for is if the camera is keeping me focused, if there's any hunting, and how well it's focusing, if it's actually going onto my face. And what I can see is back here, I have a monitor on top of the camera. The focus box really isn't catching onto my face. Just hoping I'm in focus. But as I move closer, it's kind of sticking on me. I chose this location so we can see how well the Fujifilm x-h1, the Fringer adapter, and the Canon 16-35 f4 works together in this dynamic setting where there might be some things happening in the background. The lighting is natural and uncontrolled. But if I could have flipped a switch and turned on a sun for today or for that day when I recorded this, I would have. But, I couldn't. What I wanted to keep a lookout for was how the autofocus was performing, the shallow depth of field, and the battery life. Knowing that the battery life on the x-h1 isn't that great when not using the battery grip. When I got out there, I had a full battery, and after about 30 minutes, the battery was down to about 2 notches. Disclaimer, the camera and the battery was purchased used. Batteries decay over time, and I do consider that a factor into why the battery drained fast. In addition to the body itself being a massive power drain due to the processor, in addition to the adapter and lens, those are also factors into why it drains so fast. And with that, getting the battery grip or stocking up on at least 5 batteries might be useful when out in the world with the Fujifilm x-h1. This was a test for how the Fujifilm x-h1 could perform in this setting under this gloomy light condition. Without the flip out screen, this camera may not be vlogger friendly, but you do have the XCs and the XTs that have flip out screens where you can test out this same adapter and lens combo. You can also slap on an external monitor or use the Fujifilm connection app to be able to see yourself frame out the shots and make sure the exposure is correct. I do have to say, if you are someone who values a quality camera that packs a punch and can deliver high quality footage, then I highly recommend the x-h1. If you are a beginner vlogger, the x-h1 is definitely a camera you can grow into. Great photo and video capabilities based on my current tests. But so far, what do you think about how the Fujifilm x-h1, the Fringer adapter, and the Canon 16-35 f4 worked in this uncontrolled lighting wilderness type setting? I will be using this camera, adapter, and lens combo in a natural light setting, but that is for part 4 of this 4-part series. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, you can check out part 1 and 2 of this video series right here. That is it for today. I want to thank you for joining. Stay awesome.